Is that sweet tooth giving you fits, just begging for another glass of that ice cold Kool-Aid on a hot summer day, or a cup of Java in the morning to help get you going? Yeah, I like to keep pounding them myself. Now the coffee is a little different problem since I drink it straight from the pot, but my daily sugar intake schedule prevents me from having that second glass of Kool-Aid. Sure, I know what you're thinking, and I've tried it, but unsweet Kool-Aid, well, it just turns my lips inside out like when I eat a green persimmon. So just what am I supposed to do? Can this problem be solved? Luckily for all of us sugar lovers out there, I'm here to tell you today that there's an all-natural sugar substitute that has been around for a very long time, and its name is Stevia. Hi, I'm Mike, and welcome to Louderbranch Farms YouTube style. Help us out by clicking the like and the subscribe button down below, and you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and be sure to check out our website at louderbranchfarms.com for more information on us and about our products. So what is Stevia? Stevia is also known as sweet leaf or sweet herb, and has 0 calories and no impact on the blood glucose levels. It has been used as a sweetener for hundreds of years. Traditionally, it was used to sweeten teas and for some medicinal properties. Refined stevia products are available for a more standardized sugar substitute, but with a little creativity, you can use dried leaves or extracts in many different recipes. So how can you get this great sugar substitute on your own? Well, we're fixing to tell you. There's no better way than growing your own, either in your kitchen, herb garden, or in a pot on the porch. Now, I will say that stevia is not as easy to grow as most culinary herbs. Here at Louderbranch Farms, we start stevia both from seed and from cuttings. The seed, we don't get quite as good a germination as we do when we do rooted cuttings. We normally get 75 to 80% a lot of times on stevia from seed, while we get around 90 to 95 on rooted cuttings. It's just an easier way to do it. Today we're going to show you how to take cuttings and root your own stevia. Alright, some of this looks a little rough looking. We've already got some cuttings taken here. We shot this video a while ago, and for some reason we didn't cut the microphone on. So you just got a video with my lips flapping back and forth. So we've pulled it out. We're going to start over and do it and see how it goes this time. We found this stevia plant as we were doing some work in the greenhouse. I didn't think we had any. We found it, so we decided to take some cuttings. Thought we'd sold out back in the spring, but we had it. We've previously filled these 6-packs with just our regular potting soil that we normally use here to fill up packs, baskets, pots, whatever. And we use root tone. You don't necessarily have to use root tone for stevia, but I like to use it. It just kind of helps improve the chances. Usually just knock a little out in the lid. Then you take your cutting, dip it in the root tone, and push it down into the soil. Stevia is good for a lot of different things, especially the sugar. If you don't like certain processed kinds of sugar substitutes, this gives you an alternate to kind of just put in some tea or Kool-Aid or whatever. You can crush up the leaves, dry them, and I'll demonstrate how to. I got a few left there that I can take some cuttings off of, but you want to take the cuttings off of the new growth. You can do the harder stems, older vegetation or wood. You can use the the harder stems, the bigger stems. It's easiest, and you get better results if you use the new growth. I'm going to show you another way in a little bit that you can use the older stems that's not soft, kind of a hardwood, if you've got it outside or in a big pot. A couple of facts about stevia is stevia needs to be grown in full sun with about maybe 15 hours. I know that's hard to get of sunlight every day, but if you can find a spot, afternoon shade's okay. It's hardy to zone 8, so if you're over zone 8, you can pretty much grow it outside. Less than zone 8, we have to bring it in. One way that, and I don't know if you can see this, if you've got a big pot or you're growing it outside, you can take these bigger stems of stevia, lay it over. A lot of times it's easier just set a brick on it and it'll shoot roots out, and then you can come back and it'll root going that way. When you go to take the cuttings, you want to find a spot where the new growth, clip it, take most of the leaves off, dip it in the root tone, and then we put it into our soil. And then after you do this, you can, a lot of times it's easier if you go ahead and wet the soil and then do stick the cuttings in. That just seems to be a little easier. And root powder, you can just get it. We normally order it with our greenhouse supplies when we're getting all that in, but you can also get it at some of your big box stores or nursery and garden centers, feeding seeds. Most places have it. A couple other things about the stevia you need to know is it needs room to grow. Stevia is going to it can get up to like 3 feet tall and about the same width, maybe not quite as wide. It needs frost protection, like I said, zone 8 or higher. You usually do pretty good outside. For colder climates, where this is very important, is colder climates. Make you a couple extras, bring them all in. That way you can pretty much assure that you're going to have a plant to go outside with. A well-tended stevia plant is probably going to produce for 3 to 5 years, but doing it this way, that kind of prolongs that even longer. And another thing too is stevia don't like a lot of fertilizer. That can kind of kill a lot of the sweetness in it if you over fertilize it. I hope you find this helpful, and I hope this gets you started fulfilling your sweet tooth needs while keeping the calories to the bare minimum. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. And until next time, stevia dreams and God bless.